Imagine, you're standing in front of a door that holds everything you've ever wanted. Love. Success. Recognition. Your hand reaches for the handle. And you pull it back. You feel fear. Not of losing something, but of gaining it. Because deep down, you believe. I'm not ready for this. I'm not worthy. You've started many things with enthusiasm. A relationship, a project, a new life. But every time, something broke. Not on the outside. On the inside. You call it bad luck. But in reality, it's you. You yourself set traps under your steps. It's not a weakness. It's a program. Old, ancient, written by pain and experience. A survival program, not a happiness one. Once you understood. If you don't hope, it doesn't hurt to lose. If you don't open up, it's not scary to be rejected. And since then you became a master of protection. Self-sabotage is a form of protection. It's wrong, it's twisted, but it's logical for a traumatized brain. The brain doesn't want to be happy. It wants to be predictable. Psychology calls this personality homeostasis. A state of inner balance. Where even pain becomes a comfort. If it's familiar. You can live in chaos. But when calmness comes. You feel anxious. Because silence reminds, the absence of a threat. You don't know how to live without threats. Story, a woman who has only met difficult men. She dreamed of quiet love. But when she finally met a kind, reliable man. She got bored. She's gone. Not because she didn't love. But because being calm activated the emptiness. She was afraid to face. That's how the brain works. He doesn't distinguish between dangerous and unfamiliar. He chooses pain if it is predictable. Your nervous system is used to a certain level of tension. If there isn't any, it creates it. You provoke conflicts. You postpone decisions. You doubt when things go too smoothly. It's not a coincidence. It's an addiction to the inner adrenaline. That was once your way of survival. The mask of rationalization. You explain your breakdowns with logic. It just doesn't fit me, it's not my thing, I've burned out. But in reality, you're running away. From intimacy. From risk. From the light. Because the light reveals. It shows who you are. And your shadow is used to being invisible. Self-sabotage is the voice of the shadow. The voice that says, if I destroy first, I won't be destroyed. Everything you love. You subconsciously test for strength. As if you want to make sure. Will it remain if I cause pain? You create crises to confirm your beliefs. To prove to yourself. Here, see. Happiness is not for me. Psychologists call it a confirming distortion. You are looking for evidence of old pain. Even when life offers a new scenario. It is not madness. It's an attempt to preserve your identity. Because happiness requires a new version of you. And the old one is afraid of dying. The brain is like an old computer. It runs only familiar programs. And until you update the system, you will keep opening the same file over and over again. History. The man dreamed of independence. But when he got the chance to move and start a career, everything fell apart. He lost his documents, got sick, and quarreled with his family. He said, "It's a sign." No. It's not a sign. It was sabotage. Because the inner part of him was afraid of success. Success meant loneliness, uncertainty, and the risk of failure. The brain chose the familiar pain over the new reality. This is how neural comfort of pain works. Your psyche chooses the path of least resistance. Even if this path leads to a dead end. To break free, you need one thing. To stop believing that pain equals safety. You don't need to fight with self-sabotage. You need to hear what it protects. It's not an enemy. It's a signal. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of if everything works out? The answer is always surprising. Some people are afraid of success because then they can't complain. Some people are afraid of love because they have to be vulnerable. Some people are afraid of peace because silence exposes their inner noise. This isn't about weakness. This is about human biology. The brain seeks what is known. But the heart is alive. And between them, you are torn apart. But where you destroy, you're really looking for confirmation. That you can build again. Redefinition. Every time you catch yourself sabotaging, don't scold, realize. Say, thank you for protecting me. But now I'm choosing something else. And step forward. Even if it's scary. Especially if it's scary. The light you're afraid of is not a threat. It's you, but without the masks. You don't have to fix yourself. You have to face yourself. With my pain. With shadows. With a story. Because there is a request hidden in every act of self-sabotage. Please mark me. I'm tired of pretending to be strong. When you stop hiding from your fears, they stop controlling you. Fear doesn't disappear. It just loses its power. And then a different life begins. Where actions don't come from pain, but from conscious choices. You start not running away from love, but holding it. Not destroying success, but building on it. Not fearing peace, but enjoying it. Because self-sabotage is not the end. It's a threshold. And beyond it, you are real. Your darkness is not your enemy. It's a map. And if you learn to read it, you will never lose yourself again.